Anekan coming to you live from Uyo, the capital city of Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. Let's take a look at the major stories. President Tinubu swears in newly appointed ministers. DSS arrests Abuja Kaduna train manager for leaking security document. We'll bring you details of the stories and more in a moment. Thanks for joining us. First in the news this afternoon is a report that President Bola Tinubu has sworn in 45 confirmed ministers at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. This comes less than a week after President Bola Tinubu released the portfolios for the appointees, including former Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike, in charge of the Ministry of Federal Capital Territory (FCT), and Festus Keyamo manning the Ministry of Aviation. Some other ministers are Wale Edun, Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, Transportation, David Umahi, Works, Festus Keyamo, Aviation and Aerospace Development, Betta Aidu, Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, among others. The oath of office was administered by the Chief Justice of Nigeria. Tinubu has redeployed former Governor of Osun State and Minister Adegboyega Oyetola from the Ministry of Transportation to the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy. The President also redeployed another Minister, Abubakar Momo, from the Federal Ministry of Youth to the Federal Ministry of Niger Delta Development. In Gele, Tinubu also redeployed a Minister, Abumi Tunji Ojo, to the Ministry of Interior, while Saidu Alkali was redeployed as the Minister of Transportation. In a related development, newly sworn-in Federal Capital Territory FCT Minister Nyesom Wike today assumed office with a pledge to restore the city's master plan. At his maiden news conference, he said to those ready to build. From the Green Chips, the federal government to declare a state of emergency on malaria. Oga made the call in Abuja in a statement he issued to commemorate the 2023 World Mosquito Day. He stated that considering the threat malaria posed to humanity, his committee was not unmindful of the challenges faced by Nigerians in the fight against malaria, even as it seemingly continued to defy solutions. In another development, the Kano State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal has reserved judgment in the petition filed by the All Progressives Congress APC challenging the victory of Governor Abba Yusuf of who had promised on behalf of the panel to be fair to all parties, said the judgment would come earlier than the 180 days allowed by the law. The adjournment followed the final addresses by both parties. While making a final address to the court, the APC urged the tribunal to uphold its petition and return Nasir Gawuna as the winner of the election, while INEC, NNPP and Yusuf urged the tribunal to dismiss the petition. Meanwhile, the police command in Kano State has banned protest by political parties and their supporters. Moving away now to politics, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, joined hundreds of party members for a mega rally ahead of the local government elections in Edo State. Obi arrived around 1:30 p.m. at the Edo Baptist Convention Ground, where the event is being held. Also in attendance is former Nigerian Bar Association President Olumide Akpata, who recently joined the party. In a separate development, the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has commenced the distribution of relief materials to the victims of the 2022 flood in Kwara State. The distribution of the relief materials was flagged off by Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, who was represented by his deputy Kayode Alabi. Items distributed to the beneficiaries included agricultural input, food items, sewing machines, grinding machines, mosquito nets and mattresses, among others. On security matters, the Department of State Services (DSS) has apprehended the manager of the Abuja-Kaduna train services, Pascal Nlori, over allegations of leaking a sensitive security document which contained warning of a possible bandits attack on the Abuja-Kaduna railway. According to reports, the DSS on Wednesday issued a security alert to the Nigerian Railway Corporation on a plot by bandits to attack the Abuja-Kaduna train link at any possible time. In a memo signed by the director of the DSS FCT Command, R.N. Adekbemu, the state police warned train passengers to be security cautious. Reports say the manager was arrested along with the operations manager Victor Adamu and other staff members. Back here on the home front, Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Moino has pledged to establish a model primary health care center in Rufong-Oruko local government area. The state governor, who stated this while addressing the congregation at Methodist Church Nigeria AU Law Circuit headquarters, Diocese of Ayubia in Rufong-Oruko local government area, where he attended a church service, explained that the Arise Agenda blueprint of his administration, which takes developtive learning environment, excellent healthcare delivery systems, electricity, roads, affordable housing scheme, among others. Governor Eno hinted that his administration is building model primary healthcare centers across the state to complement the services provided by the secondary healthcare institutions built by the immediate past administration, explaining that primary health care for medical attention for the rural dwellers. On the palliative to cushion the effects of fuel subsidy removal, Governor Eno said that he is awaiting the report of the special committee set up by the state government to work out modalities for the palliative distribution, and informed the people that he is concerned with delivering the palliatives to the vulnerable people who have need for those items. Government House correspondent Genoa reports that the governor said his decision to worship in churches outside the state capital is of the people in each of the local government areas. In the meantime, the people of Ibionibom local government area of Akwa Ibom State have organized a reception ceremony in honor of the former Special Assistant, Mr. Otoyo, who was at the event, completes the report.
Speaking at the reception ceremony of Senator Itainang, which was held in Nsima Umo, while describing Itainang as the best senator Uyo senatorial district has ever produced, said the ceremony is to appreciate his contributions to the development of the LGA. In a biography read by the Executive Chairman Ibionibom Local Government Area, Polycarp Edet, Senator Enna federal government presence into the area through project establishment and completion, including the Federal College of Education. In their goodwill messages, the member representing Itu and Ibiono Federal Constituency, Barrister in Media Group, owner of Planet FM,
He has brought a federal institution to Ibionibom.
You see the Biakuran Road, he had to get a federal government. It's a good friend. I know that he deserves even more than this. He has worked so much for the state.
Senator Itainang, in appreciation, said he was able to accomplish all the projects because of the support he received from the good people of Ibionibom. He promised to do more by
service. Don't think of what to eat or what you make out of it. Think of what you give back to the people. because so for somebody to be in political office, he should be more than what to eat.
Advisor in presidential liaison to the National Assembly from 2015 to 2020 and a member of the House of Representatives for 12 years. Local Government Legislative Council. Senator Enang has piloted an Ukana, among others. The event was climaxed with presentation of gifts.
We move now to Africa, where the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has rejected Niger's junta's 3-year power during an interview with newsmen. Recall that the head of the military junta in Niger Republic, General Abdourahmane Tiani, had said he would relinquish power in a televised address, that their ambition is not to confiscate power as their transition period will not exceed 3 years, according to him. There's availability for any time. Still in Africa, South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa has reiterated that his country will not kill Russia, India, China and South Africa in Johannesburg on Tuesday. He noted that his decision does not mean that the country is neutral on matters of principle. Trump has confirmed that he will not take part in Republican presidential debates with his rival hopefuls to be the party's nominee for the 2024 election. According to reports, the first Republican presidential primary debate will be on the 23rd of August. Voting in the Republican primary election begins in the state. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has said that the Netherlands will give Ukraine 42 F-16 fighter jets. The president made this own 42 F-16s, and he would look into how many could be supplied to air or ground attack missions. President Rubalis for kissing Spain star Hermoso. Stay tuned for details of this and more after this time out. Thanks for staying tuned, and now to the rest of the news stories. On our business news, data from the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission has revealed that Nigeria lost over 4 million barrels in the same month. The data indicated that while the country's total oil production in June data shows that the country lost about 4 million barrels of oil between June and July, noting that pipeline vandalism and crude oil theft have been blamed as the reason for the plunge in Nigeria's oil output. Include the informal sector and unregistered businesses in order to increase the country's revenue base. The experts gave the advice at the Detailed Tax Business Series program with the theme Finance Act 2023, implications on the tax and debt servicing and recurrent expenditures, taking a huge chunk of the annual budget. They added that on our health news, the Nigerian caregivers and the health insurance status of patients, among others, act of AMR is particularly felt by vulnerable patients that might be unable to bear the pain. The NCDC noted that they can spread from person to person or between people. Are the misuse and overuse of both humans and animals. In Morsili, Deputy Chairman Dr. Okara Benson and Secretary Dr. Collins Otoikila, in a communique made available to journalists and signed by the acting chairman Dr. Ilobe Ngebonso, and the general meeting, AGM and scientific conference held at the Doctor's House in Benin, Edo State. The communique read that the AGM voted these as demanded by the association. In sport with Manchester City, the 29-year-old has accepted a salary of £20 million to join Cristiano Ronaldo at the Saudi Pro League club. Reports say Laporte from Borussia Dortmund. Last season, the Spaniard only played 12 Premier League fixtures. He further dropped down City's pecking order this season after Josco Guardiola arrived from for their colleague Wizkid by paying tribute to his mother, who died on Friday, August 8 in Detroit, United States yesterday, to pay tribute to Wizkid's mother, Jane Balogun. This comes after he healed as time goes by. And that's all we have for you at this time. Do well to follow us on social media. Subscribe to our YouTube. I am Uyai Anek, and thanks for watching, and do enjoy the rest of your evening.